everybody. It's your girl, Pajama, i.e., third sister. Pajama Life. And happy Star Wars weekend. Woo! And so, an homage to third sister, I am here with my two fellow Jedi. Maybe one of them's a Sith. Hey, to the guy who is our resident Star Wars aficionado expert. Say hey to the people, David.
Hey, everybody. Happy Derby Day. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Time to refill your mint juleps and get ready to talk a little bit of Star Wars. May the 4th was Friday, and today, I'm told, is the new holiday, Revenge of the 5th. So more fun to come.
Yes, and we also have with us our guru of all things Marvel and Tolkien. Say hey to the people, Patrick.
Hey everybody. It's a great Star Wars week. Made my students listen to the entire John Williams catalog and they loved it. But yeah, here we are. Great times. Good stuff.
And our beloved Carrie Fisher got her Hollywood Walk of Fame star. So about time, 50 years in the making. And so here we are with the newest of the Star Wars TV shows, The Return of Star Wars Vision, Volume 2. All right, let's check it out.
Your rage, it befits a Sith more than a Jedi. Give yourself over to the dark. Enjoy it.
You are the Sith Master now.
We're getting out of here? Oh, yes!
They'll do the right thing if they follow their light. I don't see any other way out.
There you are.
Kudos to our producer and creative director. And let's go with our resident expert on Star Wars, David. Star Wars Vision 2.
I tell you guys, I absolutely enjoyed this series. I probably like season 2 more so than season 1. In all honesty, I don't know, maybe it's a different frame of mind, but I really enjoyed this. Great, whatever kind of animation you like, you've got an option there. My favorite started off with the trains. I love the chase on the train there. I forget the name of the show. Forgive me. That was probably my favorite of the episodes. The other one I loved because Mother's Day is only a few weeks away. The animation with Wedge Antilles.
Yes.
I'm Your Mother. I absolutely loved that one too. A little bit more of the fun and whimsy, but an enjoyable thing. Visions 2, go back and watch Visions 1. They do have toys from Vision 1 at Target, among other places. But this was a fun evening of Star Wars to keep us busy until the next shows comes out.
All right. I want to go next. I don't know if I loved all of them. There were some that were kind of disturbing. I think Iu's song. So I watched the series twice because I was kind of like, I don't know about this series.
Yeah.
But Iu's song, and I watched it up close, and it is gorgeous. I don't know how they did it, if it was stop motion or if it was some new technique, but if you look closely at them, they're felt. It's like felt toys.
Yeah.
And it just was incredible how they did it. I thought this one was much darker than the first season. And some of them kind of disturbed me a little, especially the one about the cave. I was just like, "Ugh, I don't know about this. But I think it's some. I don't even know if I would say little one should watch all of them. I don't know, but and I also thought this theme of this series was about art and about the creatives and protecting art. I think 5 of them had to do with different art topics, dance and music and singing and flutes and so it was a lot of artistic expression and protecting art, which I thought is a beautiful, relevant message for today. But overall, kind of a mixed review for me, but I mean, the animation for the majority of them are beautiful. Pat, what'd you think?
Well, the stories were okay. I liked the animation a lot more in season 1. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I mean, I just because it was so different,
right?
And several of these felt, I don't know, like the one with the flute felt like a video game. I mean, it looked like video game cutscenes to me. So it was not especially engaging. I did enjoy the last one. Was it maybe the last one? The one about the one you talked about, the felt looking
song,
Ari song or whatever. Yeah. That one was. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. That was innovative enough that it made me go, "Wow, that's kind of cool." Because I mean, like you said, this is supposed to be about the art and different ways of looking at things, different visual styles. Some of them just did not strike me the way that the first season really grabbed me. I mean, it was amazing, incredible anime styles and different things I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
A lot of this felt not that new to me. I mean, it wasn't bad and I enjoyed it and I'd probably watch it again, but I mean, it was not something that if you're asking me to rate it, I'm not going to give it a 10. It was good. I love Star Wars. I'd watch a Star Wars bus stop. I mean, I don't care. But this was not the best entry in this category.
Yeah.
So my favorite was Ao's song. I think Pat's favorite was Ao's song. David, what was your favorite? Was it
mine was with the train.
I think that's the Bandits of Godak.
Yeah, the Bandits.
Bullet Train 2.
Yeah. Oh, Bullet Train 2.
It felt very Bullet
Train. There was a lot
2.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. That was my favorite animation.
Yeah.
And I loved seeing that because that, lately we've seen with Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett a little bit of the Old West genre. Yeah. So there to be a train at the start of it in that desert looking area, that really harkened to like the Old West. A little bit of Lawrence of Arabia kind of thrown in there too. But I really enjoyed the animation of that one in particular. And where you're talking about the caves, that goes back to some of the Ralph McQuarrie early drawings.
Okay.
Where you would have these giant holes because it was going to be too hot on the surface. The cities were underground. There was where like Tatooine was originally done. So you've seen that in a few places. Yeah. So that was there as well. So, but again, it was fun. But yeah, I'll watch a Star Wars doorstop. I might criticize the heck out of it, but I'll watch it just like you guys.
Well, the Pit gave me echoes of like the final Batman movie, the Christopher Nolan trilogy, where Bane came from. Is what it made me think of.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of this is just a peeve of mine that why black dude got to die first. I'm sick of it. Not Star Wars doing it too. No, I was like So I didn't that one. It had everything going for it until, sorry if I spoiled it for anybody, but you know what it is. And so I just was so disappointed with that. But were there any stories that you liked or really like emotionally charged you?
Well, there was one. I liked Ao's song, but I was watching it and I'm going, wait a second, she's really attached to her father. That's not a good thing that's not a good look for a Jedi in training. I was like, whoa. I remember one specific instance where it went really bad. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
just a little, guys.
Killing younglings. Yeah, whatever.
David, did you have a particular story as opposed to the animation? Did you have a particular story that you thought was a good story?
Well, I like Bullet Train. I also liked, I really liked the one where the planet had been used up by the Empire, and I guess the brother and
Two
sister were.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. It was a fun story on an environmental level. It was, it harkened to kind of like the evils of the colonialism, imperialism, and that. And I liked their relationship. I love the little kid going. And so I thought that was a fun story for me too. But but that Bullet Train and that one really stood out to me. As for the stories of it, I enjoy those the most.
Yeah, I think my other favorite story maybe was the Sky Dancer. I really liked how
that was gorgeous, but
and it was so different too, and had a nice little twist to it. Mm-hmm. So so it was some really interesting STEM stories, but kind of a little more darker. Maybe that's why the intro was red instead of blue. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get purple next year. So definitely check out Star Wars Vision 2. All right. Next up. Here. I've been waiting for this all this past few months for the Russo Brothers new series, Citadel. Let's check it out.
You did this.
It appears you're suffering from a retrograde amnesia, which affects your memories.
Believe it or not, we're old friends.
That's impossible.
You did have a partner. Her name was Nadia Singh. You helped me get that case. I'll help you remember who you were and who she was.
I remember everything. Mason can never find out.
We gotta go. They found us.
Stay with me.
It gives me great pleasure to do this.
And this will be fun.
Oh, a couple of my favorite people are in this. Well, maybe 3 or 4. But Pat, what did you think of Citadel?
Yeah, pedestrian. I was not impressed. It was the James Bond meets Days of Our Lives. Ooh, we have an amnesia. Ooh, I don't know who I am. How am I going to discover it? Let's just recycle every James Bond thing. It was just, it was the same. I've seen this before. I'm tired of watching the same shows, and this is the same show.
No. Okay. Moving on from him. David,
that's what I had to say.
Well, the other thing I'd say is with Days of Our Lives, if we had seen the evil twin with the eye patch, then it would have gone full into Days.
It was pretty damn close.
Oh my gosh, you two.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was a little surprised because it grabs you at the beginning. I was a little surprised by some of the gore of it. It was the gore. I thought it was a little bit more violent and bloody than maybe I was expecting. But I enjoyed it. I like those stories, and always love to see Stanley Tucci.
Yes.
In everything. And hey, if there's anything that I say on this show that ever gets forwarded out into the Twitterverse, Stanley Tucci deserved an Oscar for The Devil Wears Prada.
Yep.
He played that guy.
Big Night. I would say The Big Night.
But he might maybe get
Transformers Pan. That seems more your style.
But man, he deserved an Oscar there. I love seeing him in everything. Captain America is my favorite Marvel movie. He's there. He's in everything good. He is brilliant in his roles. Margin Call. He's vastly underrated in that. An amazing actor. So this was fun for a lot of reasons. if a little more of like a formula, maybe there, but I enjoyed it still.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought, well, okay. So I did have to watch it twice because I was a little sleepy the first time. But on second viewing, especially the third episode, is a big old twist in it. And so it really kind of is like, oh wow, this is not what I thought it was going to be about. And so, but definitely check out the Citadel Declassified that comes at the end of the episode, where the Russo brothers and the cast talk about their characters and what's going on in the story. That was really interesting and gave a lot of layers to it. But I really enjoy, I just love looking at Priyanka Chopra Jonas. I mean, she is just so beautiful to me. And, you know, Stanley Tucci, amazing. And the two people I love to see, Roland Mueller, I know I'm not saying his name right, but he was in Atomic Blonde as the bad guy. I love him. And Leslie Manville as the Manticore leader. She is amazing in whatever. She was in the fantastic series Harlots. If you haven't seen that, go check that out, which is amazing, on Hulu. And Richard Madden is back, but I'm interested to see where they go with his character, because I'm kind of like, what are they gonna do with this guy? It's not like apparent what's gonna happen, but
they'll probably send him to a wedding, and well, that doesn't work well for him, but anyway.
Oh, whatever, man. I think it's gonna be, the Russo brothers know how to do action. So I don't know how you saying that the action is not good in this, because the action is great when Kyle or whatever Mason jumps off the.
That can't be the whole movie.
Sure it can.
No, it can't. Because
with this interesting backstory of
there wasn't an interesting backstory.
Betraying whom and why.
No.
I think it's interesting. And so I'm interested to see with the cliffhanger in episode 3 where they're going. I'm like, okay, where are we headed with this? So I think it kind of gives some of the Indian action movie vibes too that are great. Go check those out on Prime. So I'm here for it. I want to see where they go. I'll be the first one to say if it's some old BS at the end, they do something dumb, I'll say that. But we'll have to check it out at the end to see what happened with the characters and the episode. So we'll come back at the end to see what happens with Citadel on Prime. I think it is a little violent, so maybe your teenagers and preteens can watch it, but maybe it might be scary for the little ones. So I think it's kind of a mixed review, but I say check out Citadel. Okay, that's our review. But today we saw the coronation of King Charles the third?
I think he's the third.
The new queen of all side pieces, Camilla. That's her official title.
She's like the patron saint of side pieces, isn't she?
Hey, I got to say, my girl played the long game, hung in there.
Thank God somebody died. That made it a lot easier, but whatever.
Hey, but she hung in there, and she is now officially the queen. So I was kind of irritated not to see Harry at the balcony. I just thought that was some old petty BS, and didn't make no sense how your kid is not there. That don't make no sense at all. So we'll see what happens. The monarchy needs to modernize. They missed a huge opportunity with Harry and Meghan. And so we'll see what happens. I'm glad to have been able to watch. I got up early, set my alarm. I made blueberry scones and had Lady Earl Grey tea. And my fascinator hat. So I was into it. And now I'm very sleepy. So
All right. Well, all right. I didn't know we were going to talk about this,
But here we are.
but
Here we
we are here.
we
So
gonna
let me
talk
just
about
say for our international audience, I know we've got a lot of folks after RRR, people from India who they know firsthand the joy it is to be under British rule for so long. So Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a
Yankee
pony.
Doodle.
Got the
That's
feather
an
in his cap
American
and
thing.
called it macaroni. I
Oh Lord.
can't stand this stuff, man. I'm opposed to the monarchy. I'd like to thank you all for the Royal Air Force and the great work that they did to keep the Nazis out of most
Thank
of Europe.
you.
But some of them people
That
were
wasn't the
Nazis, from
Queen.
what I understand in the family. So down with monarchy, down with the whole concept that any of us are
Yes.
better than others.
Yes.
This divine right of kings, how dare they? How poor is England now? They got those people doing nothing except opening up shopping malls and being tabloid fodder.
Hey, you need
So
to have
rich.
boy father.
Rich. Richer
Who's
than
gonna make
Moses.
the Twitterverse go?
I didn't know we were talking about this either, but
Okay.
I would have jumped on your bandwagon there, David, because monarchies are an outdated institution, much like many other terrible things that we've done throughout the century. We walked away from monarchies are terrible. You know what? If you want to have a show, go to the movies. Quit messing with this crap. You know, I mean, these people are rich, and who gives a crap? Who gives a crap? I apologize to all my friends in the United Kingdom and in any of the places where they stole from the original peoples.
Yeah.
They're still ruling over. Forget these people. They're just rich, horrible, inbred people. So here we are.
Yes.
Oh, geez, you two. I just like to see the pomp and circumstance.
No, you like a show. That's fine. There's
The
movies.
gold carriage, which is
Who cares? Oh my God, that's the worst.
The jewels that were stolen
The
from other
worst.
countries.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
It's hilarious on the level, but I just like watching the stuff. So, okay, of course, all of the things you both said are true, and everything I said was true. So, you can watch it for what it is, and then also consider what it all means behind what a monarchy is. So, but hey, we don't have one, so
I think we got rid of the specific one you're in love with.
I think former leaders might have thought they were a monarch, but I think that now I think the most important thing for us to think about is preserving democracy, both here and abroad. Yes. So, but next week we will come back and we will talk about the fantastic, to continue this, Queen Charlotte. And I think that's going to be awesome. A Man Called Otto. And the sci-fi thriller, I don't know, Knock at the Cabin. So come back next week and check us out. Any final words, Pat?
Well, besides May the 4th be with you, everybody get out and see movies. I just got done rewatching the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy because tomorrow I'm going to go see Guardians 3. So y'all get in the movie theaters. Get out there, everybody.
All right. David, any final words?
Well, I wish everyone to continue enjoying Derby. We'll see you all down in the Boom Boom Room there in Lawrence, Kansas soon. And definitely go check out Guardians of the Galaxy. Can't wait to hear what you and Pat think about this, Pam. Saw it yesterday, so no spoilers from me, but I look forward to hearing from you next week about the movie.
All right. Well, check us out, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. May the force be with you.
And also with you.